Good morning friends. My name is Padma Pavani. My channel name is B.Ed 4th semester Easy Exams. If anyone is watching first time my channel, please subscribe so that you can get my notifications. Today we are going to discuss on the topic silent features of Indian Constitution, which is very important in your examination. Maybe you can hope for 4 marks or 10 marks. So the silent features of this Indian Constitution. As we all know that education plays a very important role in social and economic development, right? So the Constitution, first we have to know what is a Constitution. It defines the powers of state and rights and duties of a citizen. What are the duties and what are the rights involved in this Constitution? Every person has to know and they have to follow according to that. Okay, let us know, according to India, the Constitution of India says, India, that is Bharat, it shall be a union of states, right? What is India? It is a union of states. Our Constitution gives a federal form of government. Federal means it is a power of all the governments, that is central as well as state. There are different lists that has identified by the government. Those lists are state, central as well as concurrent list. In the state list, we have 66 subjects that are involved. And next is the central list. Central list can also be called union list. The union list, it consists of 97 subjects. For example, those subjects can be defense, atomic energy, banking, telegraph, postal, everything. Next is concurrent list. Concurrent list is nothing but it is a union of state as well as central list. Let us discuss the silent features involved in this Constitution. First one is lengthiest Constitution. It is a very lengthiest Constitution. So they have prescribed some functions of legislative, executive, judicial organs. These they have discussed in both in central as well as in state in detail, in elaborately. Next, coming to secular state. As we all know that India is a secular state. There is no discrimination of the religion. Citizens can enjoy freedom of worship and they can possess equal civil rights and political rights. Next, coming to fundamental rights. What are the fundamental rights involved for a citizen? There are 6 categories. Right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational rights. Right to seek constitution as remedies. Next, coming to directive principles. There are some guidelines involved in this directive principles. That is, those are used for well-being of a people. Next, coming to federal in form and unitary in essence. There are 3 essential requisites. Those are federation, written and rigid constitution. That means in this federal form of government, the distribution of powers between the state, central as well as the Supreme Court are involved. Next, coming to the parliamentary form of government. It provides the parliamentary form of government in central as well as state. Next, coming to judicial review. This judicial review, it was proposed by Dr. B.R. Ambedkar. In this, the Supreme Court declares a law passed by the Indian Parliament as null and void. Next, coming to rigid as well as flexible. Indian Constitution is rigid in some aspects and it is flexible in some other aspects. Next is independent judiciary. The President of India appoints the judges of the Supreme Court and High Court after consulting the Chief Justice. Their salaries and the tenure are fixed. The President declares all these. Next, coming to fundamental duties. These duties are expected to followed by the citizens. If they are unable to perform, there won't be any penalty. Coming to adult franchise. Next one is adult franchise. That is, adults who are 21 years, they are eligible to exercise their own franchise. Okay. Next one is bicameral legislation. That is, the members of the lower house are elected by the people, as we all know, and on the basis of adult franchise for a period of 5 years. Okay. Next is the upper house, they are indirectly elected for a period of 6 years. It is a permanent house. I hope you understand the topic. This is about the silent features of Indian Constitution. Thank you.